Hello, welcome to this edition of Our Schools. My name is Nancy Lesakowski, and I'm the Vice President of the West Seneca Central Board of Education. This episode of Our Schools has been created by the students of West Seneca Central School District. I hope you enjoy what you see here today to see all the different things that our students do in our district.
Mark Beeler. Mr. Beeler, how do you feel about the progress that's been made on the school district's new website?
Well, Andy, thank you for asking. Initially, when we met for the first time about two and a half months ago, the committee which sat down to go through the design process really didn't agree on very much. It was kind of funny. We have a diverse group, so that we had representation from all different sectors of the educational community. But with that, each person brought with them sort of a specific agenda to their background. So the first meeting, we spent a lot of time disagreeing on the direction that we needed to go in. We took some time to sort of identify common factors that we could agree on, and then before long we started to find ourselves saying, okay, I can see your point of view, you can see my point of view, and we began to agree. But the last meeting that we had, I think all of the members were very happy when they left. The website has really developed from something that some of us looked at and were saying, ooh, I don't really think that that's the direction we want to go in, and before long we found ourselves all agreeing in the direction that we were headed in, and now we're simply looking at very specific functions and details of the website that in the big picture, if they happen or not, is just the icing on the cake, so to speak. So I'm very happy with the way the progress has been made so far.
There's always a process of take and give as far as this goes.
Exactly.
Yeah. And how do you feel about the student contribution to the new district website?
Actually, I welcome the student contribution. In reality, this website is for the students. And we always have to keep in the back of our minds that everything we're doing is for the students. And to have their input on this has been vital in some of the decisions and some of the directions that we've headed in with the website. We've been also been very fortunate that these students have a significant amount of background. They're native to the digital environment, whereas people my age or older are what they call the digital immigrants. So we're sort of still adapting to it, but having the input of those natives has really helped us and offered a different perspective, which I think will add to the uniqueness as well as the functionality and effectiveness of the website.
Good, thank you very much. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
I'm also here with Joshua Stakowski, one of the members of the website development board. Now, Josh, how do you feel about the student progress being made? Do you feel like your input's a big part of this website?
Indeed, Andy. The student input in this is absolutely amazing. I didn't think so many teachers would actually ask me so many questions and actually listen to, what I had to say. But apparently a lot of the teachers here really understand that the students have a lot to do with the website, and that we'll probably be the people visiting most. So coming from the students, it's a great contribution, Andy.
Excellent. And are you having fun doing this? Is this enjoyable for you?
You have no idea. I've been doing stuff like this for a while now, but actually being in a structured meeting like this, it's, I don't know, it's invigorating, I guess.
After viewing proposal sites from Internet Solutions and determining the functionality of the school's website. The launch date for the new website is scheduled to be mid-2004. I'm Andy Parks, reporting.
Michael, what are you guys doing today?
We're doing snowshoeing.
Snowshoeing. What's your favorite thing you like to do in the snow?
Probably like play like in forts and snowball and stuff.
Build snowmen?
Yeah.
Cool. And are you excited about today?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Are you dressed warm?
Yeah.
Staying inside, you know, during the winter, watching TV or playing video games. Maybe this is something that their families can get out and do, or they can do on their own. This is pretty inexpensive equipment at this point in time. These are like a prototype snowshoe we got on loan from East Middle, and I think this is a good start for them.
Yeah. And whose idea was it that came up with this idea?
My partner Liz Green and I were thinking about this over the last couple of years. I've been snowshoeing for years myself, cross-country skiing, and I said, let's get these kids outside. Give them an alternative to being inside, doing just inside activities.
Yeah, they look like they're having fun.
I think they're having almost too much fun. When they first came out, you probably noticed they were diving all over. They wanted to run, they wanted to dive in the snow, but now they're kind of settled down, as you can see a little bit, and they're starting to follow some procedures. So hopefully we'll get something positive out of the experience.
Thank you.
I'm here with Mike. Mike, is this difficult at all?
Yeah, your legs get really tiring.
Oh yeah? You think you're going to do this with your family in the future?
Yeah, probably. It's real good fun.
Yeah? Are you getting a lot of exercise?
Yeah, mostly, yeah.
Thanks a lot. Hi, I'm here with Mickey. Mickey, how's it going out there?
Good.
I noticed you have a little difficulty with one shoe on, one shoe off. What's up with that?
It's hard to tie them so they come off easy.
Oh yeah? Is it difficult?
Yeah.
It's fun though, right?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna do this with your family in the future?
Probably.
Sounds good.
our BEEP course offering, a half-credit course that's offered through our business department. We can use it for an English, half of an English credit as well, because it does meet the New York State standards for the English curriculum as well through New York State. We do have a couple different options that we have the students go with. Usually we have our seniors take it in the first semester of their senior year. Our juniors, if they want to take it, we like to have them take it in the second semester of the junior year. And basically what I do when I offer the students the course is I talk to them about, it's more of a process while they're taking the course is really the important piece of it, because they're putting together their best works, putting together a way to sell or market themselves essentially, but just a way to present themselves to other people, especially prospective employers. And they can use that process to update their portfolio as they go through college. It's not necessarily something that they would use to maybe apply to college, but it would be something more that they would use in throughout college, so that once they understand the process from the high school level, they can then replace all of the pieces of information they have inside the portfolio to then go on into the job market once they've graduated from college.
It's an initiative that began here a few years back, and it has now grown to about 23 other high schools in the area. It's an incredible program that allows the students to be able to demonstrate their skills that employers are looking for them to possess in the workforce. For example, leadership, communication, and working with others. Students are also evaluated on their attendance. It's a 95% attendance rate, and their citizenship evaluations are also completed. BEEP is an entire school initiative. It not only encompasses the business department, but it also encompasses the entire school, where they showcase their projects in this portfolio also, and it is open for every student. It's not the students who are going to college or the students who are going out only into the workforce. It is for each and every student. The students will create a portfolio both online and a paper copy. They will leave with a binder. They will also leave with a website that is open for them for up to 2 years after they graduate, and they will have the ability to invite a guest so that they can come in and take a look at their portfolio through email.
As they strive to highlight one of their best works in any subject throughout high school for each of these competencies. These 8 competencies, along with other work such as a resume, sample job application, academic records, artwork, and many other works that highlight the student's achievement, are placed in sheet protectors and organized in a 3-ring binder, which becomes, for many students, their first portfolio. Each student may also visit beep.winerick.org. This is a website made specifically for the students. Each BEEP student is given a username and password, and they log in to their own personal online portfolio. This portfolio will include the same personal information and academic and extracurricular highlights as their binder did. This online portfolio is easy to navigate and may be emailed to potential colleges or employers for up to 2 years after the student's graduation. Past BEEP students have said that the hard work and effort put into these portfolios are well worth it, and even increases their chances for different scholarships. After all the requirements for both these portfolios are met, it is time for students to show off their work as they present it to a business person in their BEEP review.
of Winchester Elementary School, Mr. Brian Graham. Mr. Graham, what is the effect that DARE has on students here?
DARE has a long-lasting positive effect for children. We have here at Winchester a wonderful DARE program that collaborates with the community as well as the teachers, working hand in hand for one common purpose, developing good character for students who make good choices. DARE is extremely important because it kind of awakens the student into understanding what the dangers are to drugs as well as what good choices would be for them as they move forward with the social pressures, the peer pressures, the pressures from the media. DARE really brings to light all of those issues, and it allows children to make those decisions for themselves.
Sounds like a great program. What is the student response to the DARE program?
Student response is always positive. When a student does make a poor choice here at Winchester, we talk about not only making choices for yourself and how that relates to the destiny that you leave as it relates to your own character, but what ends up happening is that if the students really start taking that and internalizing that. Recently there was an essay contest here at Winchester, and many students chose to write about character and their own character. And we saw that as a direct result of DARE.
Okay, great. And how do you see this program continuing in the future here at Winchester?
Well, I think that with any program, it needs to be research-based, based on scientific research to indicate whether or not DARE has a positive impact on students making choices in the future. So I think that the folks who instruct for DARE need to constantly be aware of the research that's out there and tweaking their own curriculum so that it incorporates the research. And I think that that's exactly what's happening. Officer Baker was telling me that they are attending more conferences and workshops to enhance their ability to teach the students about making good choices. So I think as long as the DARE program continues to be research-based, it'll have a long-lasting connection to the West Seneca schools.
So it's a continually ongoing program then?
It sure is.
Thank you very much for your time.
Okay, thank you.
Not only was DARE educational for the students, they genuinely enjoyed their time in the program.
DARE was tons of fun. I learned tons of facts about drugs, alcohol, tobacco, marijuana, and I learned what the impact of using those certain drugs would put on me in my future. And it was a great experience for me. And thank you to my DARE officer, Officer Baker.
My favorite part of DARE was learning everything about how to keep your body healthy and stuff like that.
My favorite day of DARE was when we did little skits out on how to say no to drugs.
My favorite day of DARE was when we learned about drug advertisements and got to watch movies.
My favorite day of DARE was when I met my DARE teacher because he was really cool.
I'm here with Officer Baker. Officer Baker, can you tell us what DARE stands for?
DARE stands for Drug Abuse Resistance Education.
All right, and do you feel that this program is really reaching the students that you're teaching them to?
Yeah, I believe it is. We tell them about the effects of drugs, alcohol, tobacco, and but I feel it's up to the parents after they leave the DARE program to continue speaking with their kids about it so it doesn't get left behind in 5th grade.
Okay, and which part of the program do you think is the most effective?
I think one of the things that the kids are affected by most is when you talk about the statistics or numbers of people that are affected by drugs and alcohol, and some of the effects that drugs and alcohol have on these people in their lives, and their families' lives.
Great, thank you very much.
Thank you.
The Winchester Elementary 2004 DARE graduation was a huge success. This class of graduates has the tools they need to resist the temptation of drugs and alcohol in the future. This has been a Patrick Brown, Andrew Parks production.
I'm here with Principal Wisher. Going to ask him a couple questions about family night. Who came up with this idea?
Family night had been going at West Middle long before I got here, but about 7 or 8 years ago, Mr. Bill Walls, who was a retired social worker, and Bill, we wish you had you back, he and I discussed the idea of having a family activity night, get some funding together, and our premise was to provide a healthy activity because all kids are at risk.
Okay. What do you think people are going to take away from this experience?
Well, I'm hoping, as the photo back here shows, the activity evolved to a point now where kids want to come here, they want to bring their families, they want to bring their younger brothers and sisters. Our teachers are bringing their families, our staff are bringing their families. There's a lot of good interaction happening that has nothing to do with school, but more social-based. I think we have evolved to a point now where it's really a nice community activity where everybody gets together to have a good time.
How was the turnout this year?
We had probably the best we've had so far, and every year it's growing. We're well over 300. Okay, one of the most important parts of Family Activity Night is getting the volunteers to provide activities. Our PTO has been instrumental in getting parents involved, providing and shopping for all the things we need for that day. The Seneca Youth Bureau with YES has provided many activities, and we thank Lisa Anderson and our YES volunteers and our teachers themselves who volunteer to not only lead activities but serve refreshment, cook the hot dogs, and all those staff members and teachers who bring in their families. I think that is the reason for the success of this kind of evening. It's the students, it's the parents, it's the staff, it's our whole school community here working with members outside of West Middle with the Youth Bureau that make this evening a success.
All right, thank you very much.
My name is Joe Gurney. I am the chairman of events for the Relay for Life West Seneca.
And my name is Craig Ersing. I am also co-chairman of the Relay for Life. We're standing on the track here at West Seneca West Senior High School, which will be the site of this year's Relay for Life.
The American Cancer Society's Relay for Life is the largest nonprofit fundraiser in the world.
4,000 relays are being done across the United States, with 13 of them being done right here in Western New York.
The Relay for Life was started by one man in 1985 who walked around a track for 24 hours raising money for cancer. That man's name is Dr. Gordon Klatt of Tacoma, Washington. Now Relay has grown to be something extraordinary.
The Relay for Life is an overnight event. Teams are formed of about 8 to 15 people to raise money together. That means someone from your team has to be walking around the track all night.
Our open ceremonies on June 5th will begin at 6 p.m. Following those ceremonies, we will honor all survivors of cancer by cheering them on as they walk around the track. Then the teams will follow behind them and continue to walk until 7 a.m. the following morning.
Games, activity, and entertainment are just half of the fun of Relay. One of the most emotional parts of Relay is the luminary ceremony. Every Relay has a luminary ceremony. People can purchase luminary candles in memory of or in honor of someone who has had cancer for $5. We then light the track all the way around as a glowing tribute to these people. Community businesses can purchase a special luminary candle to show their support to the American Cancer Society for $100, which will be placed in the bleachers to spell out the word HOPE. This is the most memorable moment of the night.
Our theme this year is Starlight, Star Bright, which we had here tonight.
We've also set a goal for this year's event. The normal goal for a first-year relay is $25,000. But being who we are and what West Seneca is all about, we have set our goal for $100,000. And we will do this, because there is no finish line.
Our kickoff was held right here at West Seneca West Senior High School in our gymnasium on February 19th. The turnout was amazing and unbelievable, which solidifies that the community and the schools in West Seneca are coming to Relay. Over 400 people were in attendance at this event. We quickly ran out of 100 team captain packets. Our speakers of the night, Danielle Dent, a teen survivor, and Darlene Lutz, a member of the Relay for Life Task Force, touched the West Seneca community and got them all hooked on Relay. We even had a special performance by the West Senior Bel Canto Singers during our mini luminary ceremony.
We would like to stretch this event across the West Seneca community as much as possible. So we are asking for your help.
Thank you for watching this episode of Our Schools. We hope this gives you a better understanding of what our students are doing in the West Seneca School District and continuing our vision of excellence. Thank you.